Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the serious strategy game, and we're returning to our Heretic Operative playthrough here. So we are trying to beat these monsters that are invoked by the Serpent clan. The Serpents have, well, summoned a couple of snakes over here in this city and in Kopik's Tavern. We are trying to beat and cleanse the tavern and the outpost itself, where there's another cultist over here, because we don't want them to get too active. All the way we are trying to make our way here to the Forgotten Tomb, so let's end the turn and see what's going to happen. Let's start with the Kopik's Tavern. So, cultist revealed, cultivating your contacts here at the tavern has paid off. The grain merchant at the bar thinks their identity is still hidden, so we can attack. That would spawn him. We could follow them carefully, either at the Forgotten Tomb or the Museum District. Unfortunately we don't have the barkeep, so I think we have to attack him right here. So this is the first fight. We are fighting one of these lesser Abominations. Let's use the heavy strike. I think we can do some good damage with these guys. Yeah, 23 points. There is the first victory. And now we are fighting this snake. Note that we only have 2 turns to do this now, but I think we might be lucky here. Yeah, indeed we are. That's a perfect result over here. Yeah, victory over these. And there are the Serpent Cultists. Again, we are just going to use our club over here to try to beat them into pulp, which hopefully will work out very nicely, and indeed it does. So that's great. All of these guys beaten down there. Let's see what's happening here at the Frontier Outpost. Bloody merchants right into the outpost, yelling about orcs on the road. They will reward anyone who goes after their lost wares. So, on success, we might be getting a little bit of gold. On failure, we'd be getting a little bit of health points that are lost. We could pay 2 influence to get gold. Let's try to do that. I'm hoping that we are getting these 9 points here. 5, yeah, that's good. So we are getting a little bit of gold, and we are fighting the Serpent Cultist that is over here. 30. I think we have to invoke the Banner of the Fallen Crown. Let's do that. 25. I think that's more or less enough. Let's use our basic attack over here, and we have beaten them. That's nice. There should be another monster over here. Yeah, an Orc Raider. We do have a lot of money, so instead of using the Battle Frenzy, I think we're going to use the Banner of the Fallen Crown. Paying 2 gold, 5 die. We could also use this one. This is incredibly powerful, but it's also somewhat dangerous. So we could also use the arcane missile. Be getting a couple of things, but you know what? Let's use these guys. Victory, and that's lovely to see. A couple of victory points towards the Serpents. We are earning some gold, some other things, so that is nice. You have dealt with this over here. There is something over there. All of these guys are doing bad over there. There is a Serpent's Nest over here. Cult Influence. Kills a random townfolk. Anywhere or just over here? Applies every turn. Kills a random townfolk. And it's spawning snakes. So we could be going after these guys, reduce their cult power a little bit. But on the other hand, we definitely do need to come over towards the Forgotten Tomb. We've got a couple of guys over here. You can also use the things. So actually what we might want to do is just run through to the Forgotten Tomb. With you. Let's try to do that. Let's get over here. Forgotten Tomb. Built long before iron was founded, nobody alive today truthfully knows who built this ancient structure or why. The most common belief is that the place is a tomb, the final resting place of a forgotten king, who wished to be buried with his gold. Many grave robbers, also known as adventurers, have died to the traps within this place. So that's fine. We did get over there, so that is okay. Do we want to do anything over here? We don't really have an action point, so that is okay. We can't move anywhere, so again, that's probably okay. Can we do anything over here? can recruit the thief. We can also recruit the adventurer, who has a chance to give us some gold. Or the provisioner. The provisioner would give us an item. Items are generally a very good thing, of course. We do have a bit of influence. And the thief can help us avoid trouble in the tombs, so let's hire him, because I don't want to get into too much trouble. And I can't pay you yet. We could be giving up some of the hunter trophies that we've got. We've got a couple of these, 4 in fact. Yeah. Well, that's alright. Let's end the turn over here. Let's see what's happening at the frontier outpost first. Stranger from far away, some rumors, nothing too big. And then over here in the tomb, that I think is a little bit more difficult. A strange sound echoes through the corridor. Before you can tell the direction, a hideous floating eye appears. But since we have recruited the thief, we can just pass that and go straight to fighting the golem over here. And I did forget something, and that is that he has strong damage resistance against iron. So that means any die of 3 or above of iron will be negated. Note that our heavy strike and the banner of the fallen crown both rely on iron, as does our basic attack. So basically, that would pretty much not do any damage. We can ignore him for now and just take 1 damage. We could also try to get the banner of the unforgiving memory. We'd be paying 1 gold. We'd be getting 7 combat die. We'd be losing a little bit of tranquility, so that means we'd be getting more corruption as time goes by. And we might be losing at least a health point here. So 7 combat die means we'd be doing how much damage? That's like 3.5 times 7, 21. So we'd be using that twice basically to kill off the golem. Roundabout. That would also mean that we are probably going to lose losing 2 damage. Honestly, I don't think that's worthwhile. Because if we just ignore him, he's going to do 1 damage, but that's it. So let's do a heavy strike over here, and you can see all of this is negated. So defeat, that's alright, we only lost a health point over here. And this guy here is only resistant to arcane damage, so I think our heavy strike should do the job very fine. And lovely, that's nice, a couple of things are happening here. Right, so let's look at the Forgotten Tomb. Seeking the Hatchery, Provisioner. Let's recruit you first. We're going to spend 4 influence. And then we can reveal 2 things, and we're going to get one of these. So, either an antidote kit, wouldn't be the worst, considering that we are fighting serpents. Would reduce our physical skill, but would increase fate. Interesting. On the other hand, an unstoppable mix of chemicals for use in mining operations, but could be handy in combat in a pinch. So, fire die when matches are rolled. I think we're going to use that. Good. Good enough. Right, over here, you could be moving up to some other place, and that'd be alright. There are a couple of orcs coming up this way. Snake is a little bit, the town is a little bit infested by snakes. Couple of Abominations over here. We only have 1 action point though. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to try to explore over here. Can we in fact do that? I think we're doing that every turn automatically. Could that be? Yeah, probably. Have we lost the things that we did? Okay, let's do that again then, and let's draw another card over here. So, herbs are increasing our tranquility. +1? Yeah, okay, that'd be good. +2 free moves. Noble Beast. Let's select this. I think this is a little bit better. Right, so that could give us 2 action points, and 2 action points would bring us into Woodbridge Farmstead, and that might not be the worst idea. Or we could move into the temple. How are you doing? You are a little bit low on health. Could move you back into the hideout. So okay, you know what? Let's do that. Let's use this item. Gain two movement points. Let's move over here and then over there. So that we're going to deal with these guys next time around. And that should be fine. Good, yeah. End turn. Let's pick the advantage over here. Sphere. A huge demon phase adorns the wall from floor to ceiling. The demon's mouth is agape, but you can see nothing within. It is large enough to step inside. So do we want to step inside, or do we want to move along? Let's move along. So here's the golem again, of course. What I'm gonna try to do is use the artillery piece over here. That didn't quite work out as I would have hoped. So let's do roll the Banner of the Unforgiving Memory. We did roll a 1, which is fantastic. And we can't use them again. Ah, damn it. So we need to be doing 8 more damage. And a lot of these things here will be negated. Yes! But we did manage it. Just. Fantastic. Very good. Very nice. Good. Okay. And you didn't even lose a health point. So that's great. And on this farmstead, what is happening here? Farmer's Hound, no effect. Let's try to kill this guy off. I think with a Banner of the Fallen Crown should be fine. Basic attack, could that work? Probably not. Okay, Banner of the Fallen Crown it is. There we go, victory. They are gaining a point there. Shouldn't we use another attack down there? Rapidly growing in strength. Okay, I thought we'd be fighting more things down here. Well, well, well. Okay, Onto, you're good where you are, I believe. We could, of course, get more items. Never a bad thing. We could also try to get a little bit more gold, but honestly, for now we are fine. So, I'm guessing we should try to burn this nest. Herbalist. Plus 3 health. Uses remaining 1. We need to be paying 2 gold to get 2 fate. Not a great deal. You could also buy stuff from the shopkeeper for 2 gold. Whereas over here we are getting 2 gold for every monster, for every hunter bounty. Or we could exchange 2 of those. So that's 4 for an item. 4 gold for an item, basically. We have recruited the priest, so you can move over here. But they don't really have anything to do for you over there. So the blacksmith might be useful. Okay, let's try to burn the nest here first. We need to roll a 9. Fantastic. There we go. So that has been burned off to the ground. Good, 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 good. Right, one more item. Do we want to do this? Requires an action point. Let's try to gain more gold. That's alright there. Good. And you, my friend, can go for the provisioner again, and we're going to buy something over here. Health is not a plus 2 health. That's pretty good. Or apply status. Plus 1 skill arcane. I don't think that's very useful. Let's get the health portion. I think that's fine. Good. Yeah. No more action points though, so end turn. Let's start over here this time. Stuck. The horse cart is stuck in the riverbank and old glue isn't having luck pulling it out. That's a very lovely name for a horse. horse. And let's try to use our strength, and that's just a minor challenge over here. But we are succeeding, just actually. So yeah, we are gaining 1 influence, which is nice. And we do not need to fight these guys up here. Battle Frenzy or Ben of the Fallen Crown. Ben of the Fallen Crown it is. Oh. There we go, victory. And a snake over here, and we again only have 2 rounds to defeat it. Don't have anything over there, so we could be using an arcane missile. That'd be giving us 3 die. So about 9. That'd just be enough. Battle Frenzy is very lovely, but it's exhausting you, so you'd stop doing anything. Using this does give us 4 points. If we did this twice, we'd be gaining 4 points anyway, so we'd be needing to roll 13 between 2 die. Well, that's a little bit harsh. So wait a minute, we are expecting 5.5 from this one, because 3.5 from rolling a single die, and a little bit more from that. Could also ignore it, it would just only do 1 damage. On the other hand, the arcane missile, 3 die. So that'd be giving us 10 or so. Let's try this. Nice. 8. And we have used this. Okay, Ben of the Crown it is. Paying 2 die, getting a little bit of influence, it's also nice. Good, yeah, so you've defeated all of that. We are a little bit shy on gold now. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn in... Can I turn you in? Why can't I do that? Okay, excuse me, how do I do this? So it does tell me that Hunter Bounty, turn in a monster trophy to claim the bounty. Required monster trophy plus 2 gold. Well, I do have that. I can't click on it here. Can I do a spell or something like that? No, it's not a spell. And I can't click on it. Why can't I click on this? Damn it. We also have 2 spell books over here, including one with night magic. Ah, okay, because I need to resolve this first, sorry. Tomb treasure. A stone sarcophagus sits atop a day in the center of the chamber. Do pry it open. On success. On failure, no effect. Okay, let's try it. We're not likely to succeed over here, but nothing is happening, so that's alright. Okay. You recall in disgust on the rolling mass of ooze and muscle. It got something in the nursery beyond, but we will have to fight our way through. Defeat the nursemaid. Okay, something is going on there. Right. So some gold. So we need to defeat a floating eye, combat rank 55. 1 damage. Nursemaid's eye. That's not too bad. Nursemaid's claw. That's a lot of stuff. And you're very resistant against iron. Damage resistance, fire, earth, nature, blood, arcane. So you're resistant. The eye is resistant against anything. Spawns and Abomination after round 2 and 3. So we want to kill you fast. And you are resistant against iron. In a pretty bad way. Any one rolled applies injured. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Could you be getting anywhere there? Probably you cannot. We do have a lot of influence. We don't have that much money. Okay, now we can sell these guys. Sell another one. And let's use another thing over here. Tranquility. -5 or less. +2 tranquility. You'd be exhausted. And over here. +1 skill social. Neither of these is any good. How do we beat these guys? I think we probably need a mage to deal with the nursemaid's claw. And I'm not sure Onto is on the job right there. Have a 50% chance of... This is just warp magic though. This here is night magic. Night magic is really, really strong and powerful, but it just doesn't work. But it's extremely dangerous is what I mean to say. So we could move to the hideout. Try to hire a guy over here. Let's move to the hideout. We are gonna hire the Apex because it would decrease cult influence, so that would increase much more slowly, so that should be okay. Spy Master could recruit the healer. That would give us some health points next time around. That wouldn't be the worst. Mentor. Corruption 10. Minus corruption a little bit plus fate. It's not the worst. Forager, a little bit of gold. But most importantly, you. Let's recruit you. Gonna give us some lore. Don't have any movement point now, but you are very good at arcane stuff. So we might bring you over to the Forgotten Tomb in the not too distant future. Question is, do I want to use my health portion on you? Do we have any more items? Oh, we do. Also, as long as I have one item, I can go to the provisioner. Interesting. And it's costing me an action point. Well, that's fair enough then. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's start out with the hideout. There shouldn't be too big challenge. No, in fact, there's nothing going on over here. Could try to kill you. You have Firebolt. You are resistance against arcane stuff, but that's not really arcane. 3 combat roll. Or just you with a combat. Let's try with you. Let's do the Firebolt. That's nice. Let's do another attack over here. Victory, and that's good enough for me. Down here in the Forgotten Tomb, what's going on? Titan, there's a statue here. Giant figure in plate armor with a hornet helmet of the type worn ages ago. You feel drawn to it, you want to touch it. Add the Lost One Legacy. Okay, we can touch it. That would give us a lot more corruption, but it would also boost our physical skill, and you know what? I think that's fine, because that does give us a lot of physical skill. Right, so here's the first thing. Floating Eye. Combat rank 55. Just what we need, more eyes. It would do 1 damage. Eye Beam. I don't know what that is. It's probably bad. 55. Okay, let's try a Heavy Strike over here. That is 15 damage points. That is nice. There we go, nearly done. So it did use its eye roll. I really don't know what that means. Grizzly Mark of Triumph, okay. Here's the Nursemaid's Eye. You are resistant against a lot of things. Let's start by using our guys over here. And then try to pulp them into submission. Lovely. That's very good. That's very lovely. The big issue is this guy over here. Because he is resistant against iron, so we can't really try to bot them with the Heavy Strike or the Banner of the Fallen Crown. I think what we have to do is use blood magic. Let's try to do that. Let's try to not roll a 1. We did roll a single 1. And that did a point of damage against us. You'd be resisting anything above 5. So we can only do 1, 2, 3. This would be doing a lot less damage. Oh, and we're losing physical skill over here. I don't think it is possible to beat him. I mean, if we rolled only 4s, we'd be doing a lot of damage. Okay, let's try it. We have to hope that. Nice! Victory over here. We have defeated them. Let's see what the next ogre. Okay, interesting. Let's see what the next chapter is. Chapter 5, The Seed. At the heart of the nursery you make a terrible discovery. The seed pulses dentrils the size of caverns, reaching to nests all through the land. Linked through some horrific fusion of arcane energy and flesh, it emits a raw power that is overwhelming. It draws strength from the nest, and now from you. So, you have +1 skill physical. You are injured. That will expire in 3 turns. You're curious. I do think you have to use the health portion. Let's use that. Get you up to strength. So that's okay. That's fine. And that is the breaching the nursery. Spawn Abomination expires in 1 turn. Applies every turn. Okay, I think we have to do that anyway. Okay, it will happen anyway. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, that's good. Right, so there it draws its strength from the nest. There's one nest over there. There's one nest over here. There's one nest over here. We probably do want to strike at these nests if at all possible. So, Talag over here. Can we go to any specific place? We could recruit the healer. That would not be a bad idea. Messenger. Summon all operatives to this location. Forager. Not that useful to us right now. Mentor could be recruited. Not that important right now. I think over here only the healer is something that we might look for, because you here are extremely low on health. Okay, that did give us a couple of points there, so that's fine. You are here, you're gonna fight this ogre, that's alright. You are alright in health. Let's try to get some provisions. Draw from spelling book, use remaining 1, can be sold, unknown spellbook, or something over here. So these notes and maps provide a wealth of information on success, rumors and influence. Let's use the spellbook. Right. I think we can go from the woodlands directly into the cathedral district, and that might allow us to attack this nest of Abominations and destroy it. So let's actually use Talag over here and move up over to... Oh no, I did use another action point there. Never mind then. Okay, not much else that I can do then, can I? Could recruit the adventurer. Could give us a little bit of gold every now and then. And over here, well, again, just the mentor or the forager. Again, gold is extremely helpful to us. Okay, let's do the forager. Right, let's end turn. Right, Forgotten Tomb. Splat. The narrow passage leads to a rough ledge. Far below you can see several figures in cultist Arcane robes digging. A boulder rests precariously close to the edge. Push the boulder. Ah, if only, if only. Use a cultist to break your fall. On success, -1 cult activity. On success, -1 cult activity. Draw from a deck rare to your collection. Plus, on failure, -health. And we'd be getting a lot more injured status. Although, we are already injured. I wonder whether these do stack. I mean, this is extremely unlikely. Okay, let's try to push the boulder. Only 26% chance, and we do fail, so I think that's probably better. How can we attack the ogre? Potentially with a heavy strike. Or potentially not. Let's use the banner of the Fallen Crown. Oh, you're dazzling. That's not great. Ouch. Not great. Right. And over here at the hideout, everything seems to be fine. Yes. And no effect. Skill, that looks pretty alright. Gain the amount you exceed the challenge by in gold. Social 1. Social 0. You're fine. Your corruption is okay. Let's try to gain some gold here. 12, so that does give us 2 gold. That's okay. A plague of snakes. Snakes are in various districts. That's okay. A nest appears. Another Abomination nest has appeared in the hideout, actually. Ooh, well, that's awkward. Okay, and over here, 125, forming the ultimate Abomination of flesh, plus 20 combat rank per living nest. Damage resistance to arcane. Minus health, plus 20 corruption. Alright, that is not something that we can beat right now, because we are in fact injured. And that does push our physical abilities down. So I think we have to deal with some of these nests before we can try to rid ourselves of these guys. So potentially get into the Cathedral District, deal with these snakes, deal with the nest of Abominations. So that would work out okay. In the hideout, I think what we can do is get you to burn the nest, either with 76% or you would be also at 74%. On success, on otherwise nothing is happening. Oh no, this is already giving us minus one health. You'll be getting a little bit of corruption, but that's alright. Let's burn it with a powerful spell. Target is 9. Ouch. Oh no, 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 and we don't have any fate. Damn it. Can we try that again? Yeah, there we go. That's better. So that decreased your combat rank. It did. But I can't move you out now. Requires an action point. Alright, let's spend some money over here. What else have we got? +1 social. Let's give that to you. And what have we got in terms of books? Blot magic. That's a very difficult book though. Well, 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 but you know what? I think we have to put in a cut here, so let me know what you think, and whether you think we will be able to beat this Abomination seed over here. This is the last thing that we need to do, I think, I hope. But it's looking extremely tough. 105 in 3 turns. I don't think that's possible. I don't think Onto will be able to do that at all. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you around. Bye bye.